Okay, so our next toy, still the Strong Hand brand. And nothing special about the box here. So all you get is a package with, looks like some quality checks on the paper here. It's got a little description of what it is that you got, and a bag of a couple bolts. So look at that. This thing looks awesome. And we have a part number and serial number tag attached here. So once again, everything you need, nothing you don't. This thing is ready to pull out of the box and get to work. So what is it? It's a specialized vise for holding things at a 90-degree angle. So this magnet here is very quick and simple, and it will hold the 90-degree angle. But say you need something that has a little bit more adjustment to it, maybe could accommodate a little bit more different styles of material or different sizes of metal. Say you really needed to get in this corner and do some work. The corner here doesn't allow a lot of room to do work. You can see when I put the angle up, you're pretty close to the corner right here, and you just don't got a lot of room to get a weld in there or do work in that area. And so this is wide open. Right here in this corner section, you have a lot of room to actually work. Also, this could be hard mounted to a table. If you have a repetitive job, you could bolt this down to the table and clamp it in. You know it's going to be the exact same spot every time. Whereas the magnet is not going to have that kind of precision. So let me grab a couple pieces of metal and show you how this works. Okay, I got a couple pieces of square tubing, and I'll slide one piece over here. And I will slide the other piece in. The other cool thing about this is it has a quick release button, or a quick, I guess, engagement button. But you can push this and slide the threads, bypass all the threads, right up to where you need them. And then you can tighten down from there. And there it is, it's that simple. So you can see that is a perfect 90-degree angle. If these were mitered, they would be right up against each other. But since these are not mitered, let's go ahead and push this all the way through and see how that looks. Okay, you can see that this is pushed all the way through. We have really good contact here, and we can pretty much guarantee that this is a 90-degree angle. This is a perfect 90-degree angle here. So it's very tough to see the quality of this tool through the camera. I'll talk to you about it a little bit and explain a few things. First off is the weight. This thing is a lot heavier than it appears. I've seen these in other videos, and I've seen them for sale through ads, but they just don't look this heavy. And this thing is really got a lot of weight to it. The base of this is pretty much solid. You can see the cutouts in the bottom of this where they've tried to relieve some weight from it. But these corner pieces, these are solid metal. That's about a good 3/4 of an inch thick metal here. And you can tell that this has been poured, it's been casted. So it looks like they start off with the cast, and then once they pull the cast out, they go and machine all the corners, all the mating surfaces. They go through and machine those completely flat. And then they also do a powder coating on it. So it's got a really nice rough powder coat on it. And this right here, which is something I didn't realize just by the picture, but this actually swivels. So I've been building things like tables and frames, stands, benches. I've been building those for years, and it's always very difficult to get everything completely accurate and lined up. If you don't believe me, try building a 4-stool table. If you've ever attempted to build something with 4 legs on it, it's very difficult to get all 4 legs completely even, get all 4 legs completely straight, and then whenever you go to welding on it, to be able to fully weld it without it warping on you. So a simple table, even though it looks simple, can be a pretty complex project for someone who hasn't attempted to do it before, or doesn't have any tooling like this. You can almost guarantee that if you do attempt to build a 4-stool table or chair, that it's going to rock on you, it's going to wobble. And the reason why is because you have 2 legs touching, and you have 2 legs that are slightly off, not touching, causing the base to rock. So these kind of tools will help alleviate some of that and make it just a lot easier for you to build things like that. That's the reason why you see stands and chairs have only 3 legs, because if you build a 3-leg stair or a 3-leg table or stool, all 3 legs are always going to be touching. Now the base, the top of it will maybe be slanted or crooked, but all 3 legs will be touching because of the design. And that's not the case with 4 legs. So I'm really excited to test this out and see how much easier it's going to make things for me.